This point on, since Cash, it's VP, they get one more map and they're done. So Navi, even though it's a 0-0 scoreline, still a lot to prove and kind of up against the wall here.
Yeah, I think both teams know what to expect from each other here, and obviously Guardian spotting window as, oh, it looks like Taz is trying to sell a fake here with Neo.
Here.
Oh, mid-aggression completely shut down.
Yeah, and Navi peeked that from every available position. And two in the window, one pushing down that cat as well. Neo trying to get things done, does finally find Zeus, but it's a 4-on-2. Neo, can he pull this off? He's in that corner, needs to deal with Guardian, and he will. Takes him down with the headshot. Up in the window, finds Edward as well. Nice 3K so far. Can he add any more to it? He's even it up, and he gets seized as... Woo! There's the 4. Can he find the ace? It's just going to be Flame. We see him coming up middle, working on that flank, going to go up on that catwalk. Bomb about to be planted, but somehow he turned that around with Flamie. Whoa, deleting Snax. He did get the bomb down, however, and so it has to be the ace here for Neo, or just buying a lot of time. There's no kit for Flamie right here. He sees his legs. He's going to let him up to about half HP. He's on the bomb. He will get off, and Neo not going to be baited out as a result of that.
Wow, it looks like Neo just won this round. After getting 4 kills, Flamie is going to have to stick it, finds the ace. Oh, headshots. Bring it home. Are you kidding me? That was 2v5?
I think it was the 2v5, and he just exploded out there in the connector. Gets a little shoulder squeeze there coming in from Cuban, the coach.
He's got the nice one fill up from the pistol god himself, and yeah, that was unreal. And I really thought after Guardian bullied him in that connector that there was going to be no chance for him to escape from that.
Glock best pistol.
Apparently.
Confirmed there. So that's VP really starting off strong and kind of demoralizing, right, for Navi. They had the read, they had the mid control, they fought for it, early headshots for them. Neo turned it all the way around, and look at this. He buys the one rifle, he had so much money coming in for those 5 kills, and it is, I'll use it here, Launders, it is the room brooms for Virtus.pro.
Yes, and what he is referring to is the SMGs, of course. And Taz up here is sitting with the bomb. byali has it in spawn right behind him. And I think they will congregate back to A after holding a little bit of map control to see if Navi were going to perform some kind of push and might just put it to a full execute, but it will be in the face of 3 players in the site. They aren't even in rotator positions right now. Guardian actually falling off to CT, but the thing is that if they are all on the site, they have a much better chance of not getting smoked out at all, neutralizing
Edward.
These efforts.
He's not supposed to be in here.
He's going to let them execute.
He's in the T-spawn. Virtus.pro's got to watch out.
See, someone with less patience.
The P250, get it.
Oh, Pasha.
Oh, they're throwing the set smokes. Edward is still right behind him, but playing pretty passive. He doesn't capitalize on that opportunity. I mean, how could he really have known? The information coming out as those smokes will telegraph the wall is down. Zeus and Shadow gonna strike with that CZ. Edward starting to push in from Palace. Taz does find one. Neo 2 with the AK. C is gonna be brought down, or bringing rather Taz down. Now falling to Pasha, 2-on-1, and it is Edward.
He still has a trump card. He can really hurt Neo.
One, though. That should be the information. Pasha. Oh, sorry. Turning around there. Bomb going to go down. He does have the cover. Jumping over on top. And the quick 1v1 cams. And actually turns into quite a bit of a 1v1. Both going for that reload. And you'd think with the Neon Rider, Pasha going to have that advantage. Strafing out. Shooting while moving. But Edward gets it.
The patience. Oh my goodness. Brings it to a 1v2. If he had pushed up, got a frag, traded out, forced Navi into a full execute, or forced Virtus.pro into a full execute, they would have gotten into the site, and they might have traded out a lot better. And in that case, he decided to be the trump card, share that information with Navi, told them to be prepared for what's about to happen, and to get as many kills as possible, and that's what happened. So that was some really world-class patience from Edward to secure that eco. And it's after a pistol that almost certainly should have been locked up from them as well. Winning that second round can be even more sweet, though.
A lot of momentum swinging around between the two teams right now. And also that one AK that Neo did purchase has been grabbed here by Navi. That'll be over on Edward. VP lining up, ready to delay explode out of these B apartments. It'll be seized. Not jump scouting here as we see so often, but just sitting with that FAMAS, and he'll drop that smoke.
LC's always anchors the B site. He's going to be throwing all his nades right now and trying to do as much damage as possible.
His flash has been very effective. Oh, Guardian coming in the other way. Shooting into the wrong basket there with that grenade. 4-on-4 right now. Navi looks like they are they doing this on the retake? I don't know. 2-on-2 very, very quick. And so many kills for VP, and they will get it.
What?
Yeah, what? We needed free cam on that one. There's so many kills all happening at once.
The aerial view is as Snax and Taz shared those 4 kills, 2 apiece, and entry on the B side echoed back similar to what we saw on Overpass. Going back one more time though, would be really and truly reminiscent of that map, as Navi are again deciding to counter buy, but are in a really weak position. I mean, the buys get stronger and stronger for the last team to win it, and that leaves Navi with just P250s.
Yeah. That was beautiful. They tagged him, they saw him. I don't know if he was trying to do a quick jump out or what, or just across. They tagged him, they threw in the 2 nades, they brought him down. However, flamie to strike back, gets the pistol headshot onto Taz, 4-on-4 right now. Guardian in a very close range spot. If it's not checked, you could do a lot of damage from here. But it looks like VP going to back off from trying to push in through that connector, probably realizing that the AK is against P2. Whoa, that was sick. Dropping that, you see him disposing of that gun. He puts it up on the little ledge out in the back of middle. So not going to allow Navi to get any of the AKs. And that will not go unnoticed by me. Nice play from VP.
Yeah, hitting B in this situation, obviously a good call from what we can see on our screen. Seized is very hurt in the back of the site, but will find a frag in spite of that. The bomb is down. It's 3v3. Zeus is on the site. They've got to be careful.
Time to work with, though, so they can focus on finding these frags, clearing everything. Snax going to be given a bit of a spray down. flamie moves into the bench, only to be taken out by Neo. Zeus approaching closer now through the site. Can maybe catch off Snax, but no, Neo's just on point, finding everybody. And Pasha there from the side gets Guardian. The crowd getting back into it now as VP seem to be those crowd favorites.
Yeah, these are some seriously good rounds from VP. After Navi pulled off a fantastic eco themselves, are now at the point where they just have to call it quits. They got to save here and look to the next round if they want to buy. Neo is going to have that op back in his hands. He's been fierce with it this entire LAN. After, oh, there we go. Hit him with the B-hop Snax.
That was amazing.
And it's a simple 2-1-2 right now. Again, it is just with pistols. You want to like keep your eyes on mid, but at the same time stay away from it, because you're not going to be able to take any of the long-range fights, but you need that information in case they come up connectors so that you can't crossfire. The smoke in front of connector is going to come out. This is going to allow a player to escort themselves into it, and they can wait there.
Yeah, I think they're trying to just deposit.
Yeah.
Make that mid deposit. Will it be Snax or Pasha who are going to stay? Maybe even both. Let's see. They pushed up to the edge of that smoke. Pasha finds the entry. Was there a crack, or just very, very lucky for him to find that onto Zeus?
Yeah. And, well, it actually is.
In T-spawn, there's a 1v1 going on, flamie and byali, but byali backs off to go back towards mid, and flamie coming back towards A. Snax going to get another entry here. He finds Guardian, Taz to bring down Edward. flamie making his rotation back from that ramp. He'll get one, but that is all, and C is now with the P250 1v4.
Yeah, it's going to look to do some damage. Can't even do that. Taz shuts him down. Headshot from him. 3 on the round, and they're going to move on to round 6.
And looking at the money, it's mid to low, or low to mid rather, 4K for Navi. The rifles will be coming out. So this is where they need to maybe strike back. We were talking offline a little bit, how many times we've cast Mirage. Generally still thought of as that CT-sided map, but how many times we've cast it, and the Terra side just has a ridiculous
it's totally
ridiculous
justifiable
rounds
sometimes
from both teams to go into OT. It was like 11 rounds for both of them on T side.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, if they're the king of entries are Virtus.pro, so in that situation, this might be the team to do it. But they are starting off on the T side. They've got an early lead, and so the pieces are starting to fall into place for them. But C is one of the best B site anchors in the game. Takes down the op and Neo, makes it 5v4.
And, oh, Zeus going to catch one as well. That's Pasha down. Navi finding both of the first kills on this round. Big advantage for them. Snax trying to lurk through, maybe make a play there, or just switch out those guns. Let's see. Well, it won't actually matter. Zeus will back off. Snax was looking for the op, it would seem. And he does pick that up sometimes. So he's quite skilled with it. Something to watch out for.
They quite simply don't need to get any kills. It's not like mid control is taken. They really have a lot of information right now. Edward's got perfect eyes on connector. If someone walks out of underpass, they're cooked. And it might come down to C's needing to get 1 kill, but that's the most of it. Mid goes down.
Navi look like they have done it. There's a Molotov into the other side of Van. C's playing in a pretty good spot, but immediately taken out by byali. Snax, though, no chance on it. Guardian denies some entry to that B site. Navi find their second.
Yeah, and they must be relieved after that one. That's a really good sign for them. They look solid overall. Virtus.pro, however, a little bit low on cash, it looks like on some players. No, most people, actually everyone's going to be buying up. This is a complete buy here, and there is some even excess money on byali, so all positive signs for them.
Yeah, still a very important round, though, when it comes down to it, because they've bought into the hundreds of dollars on that T side.
And here it is, though. The full A is about to come out.
And it looks like they're throwing the default wall, the further smokes, I believe, based on where they were set up. And yeah, do they smoke CT, they also will do that. So it'll be up to flamie to hop up onto Ticket if he wants to. Snax going to molly into Shadow, so that's taken care of. We can see from Zeus's perspective that no one's there. Neo gonna find flamie, so he gets that entry, and oh, Zeus kind of jumping, looking for info, spotted over the smoke, so Snax able to line up that spray down, 5-on-3 now, and this A execute is paying off, but that Molotov slowing down the plant a little bit. C is now grabbing Taz, and byali finds two. Guardian to bring down Snax, not letting him get off of the balcony, and Navi swinging right back in their favor. Bomb still not planted. Someone have to step up here for VP, maybe Pasha. He's got the angle to do it. And no, Guardian denying that again. It's up to Neo now. Can't quite find the sprays being jumped into. And Edward getting aggressive, closing it out. 3 for Navi to survive and 3 rounds on the board.
So it started with Virtus.pro setting up for a full A. Once they hit the site, they threw the smokes out, they threw the mollies out. They killed the guy in CT, and that was huge because everybody was in rotator spots from Navi. Then they didn't push across the site, and that was the issue. Even though they got 2 kills, 1 through the smoke from Seized, they had to, or not Seized, excuse me. They waited until the smokes dissipated, and they didn't get control of the site and get the bomb down. And from there, Seized came through CT, got 2 frags for himself, made it a 5v3, or evened up, excuse me, and Guardian made it a man advantage, and he's carrying it over to this round with a couple of kills. Wow, a third one into the face of Pasha.
That kill was R-rated right there. byali alone, 1v5, and they're just heating Guardian up right there. Navi tying it.
I can't even tell who's playing better right now. Virtus.pro looked like they had full control on that A take. Like, yeah. they gave it time, and you know, it's an issue, right? Not having an extra smoke for jungle so you can cross the site, but at the same time, if you cross too early, you're just going to eat all of these, like, you're just a cone, right? Everybody from CT, jungle, and stairs are going to be throwing nades at you, and sometimes you just want to wait those out. But if you wait those out, your smokes also dissipate, and that's the bad part.
Yeah, there was the Molotov down in the usual plant spot, so it was very smart for Navi, you know, to get have the money for those in the first place, but also the presence of mind to drop it in that situation. Look at this though, shots over here towards mid. It'll be 4-on-3 after the dust settles here.
Pasha making a heads-up play, pushing through the smoke, has control of ladder room now, and they can just chill at this point. They've got man advantage, mid control, and ladder room, and Seized.
Look at byali though. Also
pushing to upper B though.
Well, it's actually really, I should be saying look at Seized, because he's going to find 1 and 2. And byali didn't really react to that at all. I thought he was going to be right there on the revenge frag, but no, not even close. And it's going to be Seized who takes this round away from VP, unless Pasha, he'd have to find 4 kills and pull off a 1v3 to do it.
What more can you say?
And the bomb's below him, actually. Even on the radar, it might look like it's right next to him.
Pasha, 1v3, looking for a first frag. Oh, flamie shuts it down. High HSB player has 1 notch to the belt, and Seized another pivotal round from him. Man advantage was lost. Seized brought it back. Obviously, killing byali was huge. I mean, the timing on that was crazy. He got into underpass, yeah, without byali seeing him, but then him giving 2 frags and then killing the person who was supposed to easily get the revenge frag after reloading was probably a failure on the part of byali, to be honest. I mean, not jumping into underpass right there, but ultimately is just going to be looked at as a round for Navi.
So this is going to be the first time that Navi have had the lead here on this map, now leading by 1, 5-4, going into round 10. It is just going to be pistols, so VP basically on that eco. Snax, though, still finding the first kill. He's going to get Zeus. And as a result, he's picked up that M4. Some grenades coming in. Going to hurt Pasha quite a bit. Guardian rotating back towards that window. We can see Snax. Oh, wow. Pushing through, finding Guardian from the side. I think that's Pasha. Did he just drop in through that the vent room there?
More than Guardian, though. They found an op, and Snax is going to put it to use.
3K on this round already. Sees, can he bring it back? Can he be that pivotal player for Navi one more time? No, Taz deletes him out of this round. Now it's all up to flamie. And because of this op, it's going to be, oh, Snax just gave up the angle, and flamie will bring him down. The bomb, though, about to be planted in that B site, and Taz from behind, lurking in that connector.
Wow.
Well played from him. But what about Snax on that round?
Yeah, got to give it up to Snax right there. Just getting that opening pick. And Navi have had a really tough time versus Ecos. It almost always goes 4v5 whenever VP try to execute on something. Their pistols are insane versus players with rifles. And from there, it just obviously went downhill. Snax continued to get the next 2 kills before Navi were even able to even up. So Snax gonna be, or Taz, excuse me, gonna be throwing a smoke in the window. Mid control wants to be taken again. They did a last round 2 underpass. They tried to do it from top mid on the round previous. It seems to be working for them and allows them to get the best chance to win the round.
Yeah, and that's something that Taz is not gonna miss rarely.
Oh, Guardian peeked right into the op and Neo won that duel top mid.
And looking for more. They are underneath him though. Can they see him? No, I think they're fighting somebody else. Edward is gonna find Snax right there. So 5-on-3 in favor of Navi, but they have lost from this position before on this map here. 5-on-5, Navi looking to get that lead right back. flamie gonna find another one there, and another one. Make 2 for him, and Zeus over there at A ramp will bring down byali. That's 6-5 for Navi.
Yeah.
In it to win it.
Mid control is great, but if you don't have any way to leverage that into a kill, you know, it's almost useless because you can't plant the bomb. So if you spend too many players or lose too many players trying to take it, there's almost no way you can use that to get anywhere else. If you can get in a position like Pasha did, get into the ladder room, get into the window, or just lurk there and wait, watching both cat and window, that can be very favorable. But just hanging out under connector and eating nades that are being thrown into a pool is not favorable at all. Now, we're going to see VP fall right back into this full-on 8-8. They're going to give it another try last time.
They just want to plant.
There was a lot of merits to it. And oh, yeah, they do have blocks, so it's not even going to be with full rifles.
And it'll be the closer wall as well, which most people give the credit to Navi for that one. However, not a smoke here for CT. Are they just trying to funnel in and battle up flamie? I don't know if that's going to work out. flamie already bringing down Neo. Guardian with a grenade frag coming in. Zeus puts 1 on the board for VP. That's probably going to be all that they find, though. byali plants.
They got it.
So, success for VP.
Absolutely.
But still an economy building round for Navi on the CT side.
Yeah, certainly. I definitely want to look at that both ways. Now, for Virtus.pro, this is going to allow them to buy Molotovs. I wouldn't be surprised if they try a full A one more time. And it would be the gambler's fallacy to either assume or not assume that they are going to go A once again. This map does consist of many A takes on the start of as a CT or as a T, excuse me. And even though it's easy to telegraph sometimes, it's still hard to defend against.
Yeah.
You're always committing up to 3 players to A, at least 1 on quick rotation at middle. So with that being said, the 5 smokes can really neutralize that advantage.
We've seen some pretty good Molotovs and counter flashes though coming out from Navi to stop them from getting into that bomb site. See if they can continue that, but look at the Snax on the entry. Guardian on the immediate trade out. Taz with a very nice spray down, tries to transfer it all the way that long range to jungle. That would have been insane. Let's see. Doesn't even have any bullets left. Won't matter. He's dead. Zeus finds him. Edward got Neo prior to that. So 1-on-2 from byali's perspective. He's got the bomb, and he is actually planting it all the way in that ace site. He's moving away from this position. He's not actually going to be able to play the bomb. He's going to have to rely on hitting those shots.
Yeah, they don't actually know where he is. They're assuming firebox, but once they molly it out, they won't even have to check it. byali trying to hold an angle from Tetris goes down. They're going to get the defuse. Virtus.pro do get the consolation prize of a plant, but I really liked what they did there, like just running up A ramp instead of actually full executing on the site, because VP are a team that, with a little bit of confusion, can take advantage of that because they have such great aim, and they try to play to that advantage by not risking getting counter flash mollied and so on. But ultimately, the trades were much better for Navi, who made the most of the situation and are coming away with an 8-5 lead in this half.
byali, though, did play that 1v2 pretty well. He just missed that first shot. He posted up at the more aggressive, kind of off angle. If he had hit the first shot, it could have very easily gone the other way. But here's Navi with 8 rounds, only 2 left in the half.
A player like byali doesn't want to play a 1-kill spot and like try to do something sneaky. He just wants to put himself in like a 2-kill spot, but a spot that's also harder to get the first kill because he has such great aim. Take that duel 2 times over, and he'll most likely win it.
So Edward pulling out the op. A lot of times we've seen flamie, oddly enough, this tournament taking it, and whoa, sees with the triple spray down here. Again, that eco Edward here I think he heard the drop out there, so he quickly unscopes, pulls out his P250, but flamie there to save the day.
Yeah. Now, Navi are looking at the potential for a 10-5 half. They have a seriously good T side. There's no question. There might have been a little bit of wondering what that could mean for them on Cobble, on Cash, or another map. On Mirage, there's absolutely no question they're going to have very little trouble getting the rounds they need if they're also able to secure a pistol. Now, VP are able to secure this 6th round. I'd say that's a perfect split for both teams. And so there is a very strong will, I'm sure, to just get this last round, and it is going to be on a full buy for both teams.
So it looks like Edward and Zeus having pushed Cat and Connector. Edward, of course, with that op. Guardian has one as well. He's over back in CT with flamie holding out in Sandwich. So a nice little spread out hold here from Navi on their double op setup. VP looking to start off this mid control. Edward will miss one shot. He will not miss the second. He finds Pasha. Snax is working his way out of underpass right below him. Zeus there is going to be able to cover that. But Zeus falls. Edward getting his 2nd shot in, however, and retreating back with 14 HP. We've got a 3-on-3 on our hands here in the last round.
Yeah. Now, Guardian does have this anchor as an op in the CT and knows one is Apps. He also will spot byali, jump at Sandwich, and take him down. Seized is going to catch a rotational frag and get the bomb. And that leaves Taz 1-on-3. No hope remaining. 10-5 Navi.
Looks like Navi are doing it again. Still kind of a close half coming into Mirage. We'll see if the pistol round won't be the determining factor once more if Navi want to take it to the 5 maps. And it's kind of our thought process that if it does go to 5 maps, coming down to Inferno.
Yeah, I can't feel like it's good for
that's not going to be good
VP
for VP
at all, yeah.
I mean, they got that 2-0, so they're losing their momentum in the series overall. We saw them on Inferno versus Cloud9.
Yeah. Not
the most convincing victory. It was still 16-11.
Yeah.
But yeah. This is going to be one heck of a series, and after all, we got very, I guess, depressed on saying at the start, it's like, oh, 5-map series, definitely. And it looks like it might finally turn out to be that.
Yeah, I think there's a high possibility for that. Navi have got the half they need. Virtus.pro, I mean, are definitely not in a great place right now. Will be taken into the CT side. It's just that they will really be put to the test here. Now, obviously, can afford to lose this map, but thinking about Inferno, just having that thought, you know, hanging over your head has got to be stressful because that's going to be a tough map to win. I don't know, like their chances on this map, the chances of winning this map, I feel like Virtus.pro have like a 40% chance of winning this map now and like a 40% chance of winning Inferno.
Yeah, so it looks like the odds now in favor of Navi. We'll see. Still waiting on some players to ready up. This is a pretty important halftime. I'm sure they're taking a lot of time to chat and get their strats down. Probably the pistol going to be important again, talking over that, see what we're going to see from either of these sides. Just any team, let's say, hypothetically, very even. Who do you favor the pistol round towards, CT or T side on Mirage?
Oh, it's really going to depend. A team like Navi are just going to be especially good on pistols just because their retakes are so great. So that means they can anchor one player with a USP and CT, sit them beside the box, stack B, and then retake because they have great set strats and set smokes, set smoke specifically, or set nades, that's what I mean.
All right, so yeah, similar to what we see in Cash, right? We saw VP play the truck, give up the A site completely, go for the retakes, because it is very hard for the terrorist. Even if you get the bomb down in a 5v5, holding onto the post plant with just the pistols can be a bit dicey. But it can also come down to where's the kit for that one CT, or maybe that second CT player that does actually buy it, if you can get the bomb down going on your retake. So it can get pretty crazy coming into those pistol rounds.
Yeah, I don't know if we took a look at the box score yet, but the kill distribution is pretty tight across the board. Actually, byali is 2-14, Pasha 4-13.
And we saw a very key round for him, where it could have been another round in favor of VP, where C's had snuck into the B halls, gone down those stairs, and byali was unable to. First of all, as soon as one of those shots was landed, I don't know if maybe the communication was there or a strat was being formulated.
Should have jumped into underpass.
Yeah, he should have reacted. Maybe could have just limited him to one kill. Instead, C's ends up getting them all. And byali, I mean, ample opportunity to win the quick 1v1 in those stairs, and he failed to do that. And it looks like a rough game for him.
Yeah, and as far as, you know, the kill distribution is still tight on Navi, we see all the stars in the right places on the board right there. Guardian seized flamie leading the scoreboard. Edward has played lights out. I mean, last game he played extremely well, or last map, excuse me, and is carrying over, still being positive. And obviously, because Virtus.pro have had a losing half, are struggling to match that with frags. But I think we're about to go. Yeah, we are ready. Let's see what we're going to get in this pistol round. Team's about to be unleashed onto Mirage now.
on a different side. We've got 3 Kevlars and a kit coming out for VP, some nades and 3 Kevlars as well for Navi.
Yeah, and here we...
It's like the A retake in effect from the CTs.
Pretty much very popular, and you put your strongest aimer, whoever's feeling on that day, at the CT boxes at the back of the site. Hope they hit some shots. And here we have kind of, I think, the LGB smoke right side, push CT, and that's going to put pressure on Snax.
Also a big party coming out of the Palace. Actually sent 3 that way, only 2 towards the ramp, so they're able to waterfall off. Not a single kill coming in from VP. flamie going to get Snax. Bomb is going to go down.
A retake is one thing, but a retake 4v5,
that's quite another.
That's another, and they actually don't have any nades because they opted to go for armor.
Taz finds one as well. byali on the stairs here. Again, not a lot of kills. This can make up for it. Still missing those shots, staying alive on the stairs. Finally, will he bring it home? He will. So byali finding that 3rd frag. Pasha with that one now sees stuck behind that fire box. And byali with another one through the corner. Do they have time for this? Yes, Neo had that kit. He'll get the defuse.
Oh my goodness, that was Navi. 5v4 at flamie, getting that entry, getting the bomb down on the only player in the site and CT, and then losing 5 players straight up. Yeah. VP did not lose a single man. Obviously a little bit of whiffing going on between byali and Edward there.
A little rough.
A little awkward for sure, but that's a round on the board for Virtus.pro, and that's scary for Navi.
That'll show up on Reddit as silver or DMG. Well, turns out best players in the world. Even they have their moments. Bison here for Edward, as they do get quite forceful still on this terrorist side. Nice mixture of rifles and SMGs up on Virtus.pro as they're trying to hold on. Smoke to block off. Interesting smoke actually by Snax. He'll just try to use it as that cover and maneuver in under shadow and retreat out through the smoky drops, but it doesn't work. I think it got caught on the firebox and flamie just spraying through. Now Taz coming out with that P90, controlling that spray very, very nicely. He's going to find 3, and Pasha with the last. VP finding another 2 rounds in a row, and I think they only lost the MP9 wielder on that round.
VP officially having a dog in this fight because Navi invested in that round, and now will earn themselves another save, a potentially easier round to come closer and closer to equalizing. And again, they started from 10-5. If they are able to win the pistol, survive the couple of ecos to follow, and then win the first rifle, it is going to be 10-10. And from there, you might say that CTs have a bigger advantage.
Yeah, if they even it up, they'll definitely put that pressure again on Navi, facing elimination if they are to drop this map. So let's see, Taz once again with this P90 starting things off, found 1 kill here. Can he get more? Yes, still got enough bullets, but it'll go to the 24 in that Tech 9. Bomb gonna go down though for Navi, so getting that extra money in, but also, again, extra money for the terrorists, but VP also keeping everybody alive and not really having the upgrade going into this rifle round.
Yeah, and just cashing out by mowing people down. Taz up to 8 grand off of that P90, even though it's a little bit more of an investment than some of the other SMGs, he does reap the benefits. Now, here we have Guardian able to afford that op with only a couple dollars remaining, so you can say that almost certainly
it's glass cannon.
Yeah, it's glass cannon. That bomb plant made it all possible.
All right, well, let's see if he can get him that opening pick. He's looking for that connector, hoping someone's going to push here. I don't know if VP are going to go for that. They've been great holding on to the sites. No need to really change it up. Neo holding in there with the FAMAS. I guess the weakest rifle on the field right now. Some could argue the P90 might even be a bit better. Maybe not at range. And about 30 seconds off the clock. Let's see. C's lurking around over towards B. And it is Navi setting up this middle control. 1 in underpass, 2 coming up now. Taz in that window, but completely smoked off. Are they going to try to deposit Zeus in this connector? He's trying to spray through that smoke, and let's keep in mind that bomb's still all the way down in T spot. So, I mean, Navi really just trying to get a pick. At some point, I mean, time getting lower now. They are going to have to go back for it. And yeah, C's and Guardian both going, which means probably transferring this into the A hit. They've deposited Edward in the ladder room and Zeus in the connector, so this can be a very powerful one. But Neo about to make a play here, perhaps? Yes, he is. Checking that corner and using all 25 bullets to find that frag. byali as well. Going to bring down Edward, who is lurking around in the ladder. He was a pivotal part of this strategy. Now the pincer attack has fallen apart here for the terrorist. Snax in a good spot up in that box in shadow. He'll peek out wide, but very slow, allowing flamie to bring him down. And that's the 3-on-3 right here. flamie moving forward. Going to get flashed up. Not actually sure by which team. And he's going to be brought down by byali. Guardian there with the trade. Taz on the stairs. 6 seconds, and that bomb going to go down with... Oh, it's over. He gets killed.
That's it.
They run out of time.
Wow. Look at the discipline of Virtus.pro on that round. They conceded map control. They got in those 2 positions that we talked about earlier. We had the escort of Zeus into connector, and Neo was so smart to just continue with that pre-fire, hold down mouse 1, and close off that angle and shut down the player that was in there, Zeus. And we also had Edward escorted into the ladder room, all the favorable positions on the map that you can think of, and that was without losing a single point of damage. Navi it was like having a man advantage, having that much map control in that situation. VP picked them apart, and then were able to congregate towards the A site, deal with that full execute, and completely shut them down.
So
that was some good CS.
Still forceful coming out here. It looks like Guardian, you know, we know how poor he was. He had 50 bucks after buying that glass cannon up, so now he's just going to have a Tech 9 Galil's, Tech 9 armor and some nades up there on C's. So still, you know, slight chance in the round. And actually, are they getting max bonus after this one? Yeah, this will be 5 in a row lost, and it will be VP tying it up. Taz and Neo starting things off strong. Zeus will find 1, and Neo there afterwards. 4 on 2 right now.
Oh. Snax walking right by flamie in the apps. 2 of them not looking at each other. Side by side at this moment.
Who's going to turn around first?
Hold your angles, boys.
Oh, that's one of the more awkward things you've ever seen. flamie now finding that, but Snax knows what's up. Doesn't hit that first shot. That almost got a bit risky as that player turned around. 3 on 1 though, seized with the bomb. Tech 9 and Kevlar.
Not sure he was spotted, but he's actually moving towards the more dangerous site. Actually turns around and moves towards CT. And this is with Snax pushing through apps, having control of it. He's pretty much playing for a retake, which is going to allow Seeds to get a bomb plant. And he runs over and off.
How many times have we seen that? Like a 1v3 or 1v4 this tournament, and that one Terrace player is still able to get that bomb down?
This is suddenly very winnable.
Yeah, time getting low, so we will have to force the plant. As we know, he's okay to do it. I don't know if that's heard. Snax now peeking up. Might catch him out in the middle of the site. I don't know if he even saw him here. C's hitting a really nice shot onto byali, and that shot coming through not 100% if C's going to know where it was. He's got a good angle on Snax. Snax is in the peak. Just going to get legged. He pulls out the Tech 9 to finish it. And can he be winning this one? V3 C's, and he gets it!
Oh, no
and
way.
That's massive for Navi. A 1v3 going the way of C's.
That is a play right there. C's picking up the op of Guardian, lurking through window. Lone man in pretty much a situation where he was looking to just get a plant and turns it into a round win in a situation where they would have saved next round, right? Their money would have been broken, right? That was the 5 rounds in a row. And now Virtus.pro are 2 rounds away from equalizing. Navi have taken back momentum here, but they have only Galils.
Yeah, that was a lot of rounds in a row for VP, and a lot of them were very solid rounds, so money's still on them. And Neo going to find the opener this time. He's back to the op. We saw a deviation on Cobble. Pasha started picking it right back up. And speaking of Pasha, pushing it through the apartments. And what a well-timed sprayed out through that smoke, expecting Saris to be waiting out there. Not only catching him through the smoke, but also caught him with the nade out. And Seized is now out of the equation.
You see people staring through smokes through X-ray, and you're like, Bruce Best Mouse 1, but you don't expect them to actually do it.
Yeah. Well, maybe it depends who I'm specking, I guess.
But just one with the people.
5 on 2. Neo hitting another big shot here. That'll be a second on the round. That's going to leave Zeus in a 1v5. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was Seized who almost pulled one off earlier.
Wow. Yeah, Seized got 4 kills over pass. Yeah. I think actually lost the 1v1 to Pasha.
I think we have to start putting it the other way. Instead of having a 1v3, it should be 3v Seized. 3v Seized, or XV Seized. We'll have to phrase it that way for the next time. But a big round there. Now VP getting it within 1, and we see a bit of a pause, but we can't say the money. Very, very low for Navi. Yeah,
Navi's biggest problem at this moment is they just lost that round decisively. The round before that, they got picked apart at mid, right? They had one round where they got all the map control they needed and then got destroyed. And Navi in this T-half have a single round to their name. So with all that being said, the fact that they're on a save right now, that it's going to be 11-11, what is their strategy going into their next rifle round? They must not feel like they have a lot of options. They're not going to be confident pulling off the same play. They were able to get map control for free, and Virtus.pro still shut them down. And that's a shot to the confidence.
We haven't seen any, we've seen a lot of smokes in early mid control, but we haven't seen anything try to split on that catwalk and the apartments into the B site. Everything's been pretty much A focused.
So and that's Mirage for you, right? It's
that way, yeah.
Teams mid control, and then a full A and sometimes a B hit on an eco. Like that is the most common formula. But smoking out that window connector and splitting up cat fast, if you feel like there is going to be a 3-1 setup, if you have conditioned the other team into believing that you're going to hit every single round, can be very favorable. So I would like to see that for sure.
It can be hard though, because there's never really a fantastic smoke to cover off that connector, and a lot of time the smoke actually works in favor of the defense, the CTs, and then
no, there are good smokes. Now, like for example, the smoke that they throw as a control smoke for a connector so that they can get inside. Yeah. Right.
Well, but that doesn't work if someone's already posted up inside.
You can throw that from but you could just, instead of straight up rushing B with that.
Yeah, clear it out. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, they could go underpass. They could throw that smoke from underpass, just freehand. They could throw that from spawn and then get up in connector and split anyways. Like, they have options.
All right, so here we go. I didn't actually check if that was tactical or technical. I would assume tactical at this point.
Yeah.
In this stage. So we'll see. Also, probably not for the Glock train round. Probably coming for that next rifle. Let's see what they can do here. Looks like, are they going to try to pull the classic ninja here? Just throw out the main forces, try to catch an anti-VP on a rotate, get the bomb down for some more money? Yeah, we'll see. Snax will get aggressive and push through.
Three players ditching the plan are actually going to be running back, unditching the plan.
Zeus is like, no. Go back to A. Commit on this.
They heard they had to commit and die, and they were like, no, we're coming with you. Yeah, Zeus is up here with the with Seized, who has the bomb on his back. It's going to be really hard for them to bite on a fake. I mean, the thing is, you have to get a kill, right? And it is still a viable strategy in that if you do get a kill, then you might be able to win, but there are no smokes.
VP not going to rotate, seeing Glocks and no bomb. I don't think they're going to bite.
Dude, they are chilling.
Yeah, they're a minute off the clock now, actually a little more than that.
They are posted.
I do see some people jumping and getting a little bit antsy on the side of VP for that info. There it is spotted. Pasha going to drop off. They're going to jump out of the window.
It's going to be a double fake. It's not going to cause rotations though unless they get a kill, like, period.
Yeah, this is nice. Nice idea, but will it work out? Edward does find one. Snax is going to go down too. Edward getting both of them. Still from the B site. CT player not budging at all, and that is byali. Going to try to go for that plant, and there he is, still lurking in the shadows. And there it's tied up.
Yeah, that is the patience of Navi, though, to almost cause the rotations they need to get the bomb down in a situation where some of them didn't even buy P250s, like had no nades whatsoever. Played that round out, played to win it, and now, because they didn't get the plant, are actually still going to buy here. Some players have some money left over, and I don't know what the...
Oh, this is crazy.
I guess there is not even a full loss bonus. What is this buying decision? I wonder what this could mean for the future of their rounds. I actually can't see far enough.
The decisions like this is what hurt Navi in the earlier series, the best of three series.
I doubt it's one of those situations where because they only tilted when they had another map to work with or when they weren't facing elimination. And here we have Edward with one AK. We see like CIS teams do this or have done this in the past. But I don't know why you would do that when your team is so close to a full buy.
Well, Zeus is able to get pretty far out, but Neo peeking with that P250 will bring him down. Edward finds one, and going for the re-peek right there with the op. You had 20 HP. That was pretty intense from Neo. 4 on 3 now, but look at Pasha. He hears those footsteps. He knows what's going on, so he's trying to get into that window. So Pasha getting the mid control back for him.
Edward here pushing the apps, has the AK, and now is the man selling the fake. Pasha, if he gets away with a spam and kills him, the strategy is gone. The AK is wasted, and it looks like Pasha might take a peek here. That's going to be bad news for Edward.
Yeah, no grenades either to clear anything out. No flashes.
The bomb is actually going to be
they're pulling everything back.
Yeah.
Oh, if they can hit that entry, they're going to be now stuck to this side of the map with only 20 seconds.
Yeah, like Pasha can hold this angle, but if Edward knows he's there, lines it up properly, he'll have the advantage peeking over, but it looks like not.
So Pasha gets that kill, will move his position, going to drop back into that site. There was a Molotov coming in, I think, from the market players. Guardian, though, getting that shot.
2v2.
7 seconds here. Is the bomb going to go down in time? It's not! Taz gets them both. Could have just walked away from the situation. I let the time tick out, but...
That's what you call a big dick play, boys.
Yeah, that it was. The BDP.
Yeah,
12 to 11 now for VP.
2v2 after plan could have been a completely different story. Not only did Taz win that round by getting those 2 kills, he stopped the plant from going down and saved maybe one of either him or his teammate from dying in the process. Those are 3 big saves in total. And now the bomb is staged up at A ramp. Navi do have a full buy, so I guess they're anticipating just Edward looking to have a Tech 9 and nades going into the next round. They gave themselves a good opportunity to win that round. And that's okay, so you know, maybe you could rationalize that as not being a tilt buy, which I was hoping I could.
All right, Zeus working in towards the underpass. You can see Neo in that window again, this time not quite seeing anything. Edward and C is waiting there, waiting for some maybe CT aggression, as you will often see. Neo starting to get antsy and looking for that info. Who's going to make the first move? Is it Zeus? Zeus has had to have spot that. I don't think Neo's going to give him that repeat this time. No, he'll play it safe. He'll back off. Taz there, going to find 1 for 1. Taz and C is in. Neo caught down as they get into the window, but Snax and byali finding 2 just like that. And VP with the man advantage. Snax finding another kill. It's all seized. The 3v seized, I've remembered.
Oh, man. Yeah, this time he's got armor and an AK. So before he had to pick up an op, he won't have that option this time around. He does have the element of surprise, however. I'm sure he'll be able to get the drop on a single player. That will be Snax to go down immediately.
No damage taken at all.
No, byali heads to the head of him. Walking through connector, but no, byali finds the kill this time. Gets revenge on Seized.
I heard a desk get punched. There's some frustration.
It was very close. I mean, he could have just hit that headshot, put him in a 1v1. Right, it was a straight up aim duel. byali just simply won it. And that's what he specializes in. That's why he's on Virtus.pro.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he definitely is known for that. Wasn't specializing it in the first half here on Mirage, though. Ended 2 and 14.
No doubt.
But he turned it around in that pistol round. Did find 2 kills there. And actually, what is he up to now?
10 kills.
Yeah, so he's got 8 already in this half. Not bad at all. And once again, the single AK and the Tech 9s come out with that armor, and it's VP getting closer and closer to not only the map point, but also the series point here in this best of 5 finals. And looks like an A-set take. The smoke's coming out here. Navi trying to get their way in, but the Molotov's coming out in the response up on the balcony in front of the A-ramp. This is going to be very difficult for them. Even a smoke going to try to lock them in that room even further. CT's blocking off all of the angles. The counter flash is going in. Neo hits the op shot onto Zeus. This is very tough for Navi.
They're going to be able to find
up into this site. Or are they? Snax stepping up. I think that was from the stairs, or is that Taz that's over there? No, that was CT spawn. All right, Guardian, though, deleting him in a 4-on-2 right now. And this was a great hold from VP. Pasha going to bring down Guardian. And trying to get into the CT spawn is flamie. He will bring him down with the Tech 9, finding Pasha there. And now it's flamie versus 3, but Taz getting VP closer and closer here to closing it out on Mirage.
Smelling that prize, that first place prize. And 1 away from match point. And there we saw the buying patterns from Navi mirror the last 2 rounds as well. They did that half buy where they know they'd be able to afford in the following round. This time they've got 5 AKs instead of 4. And they are 3 rounds away from evening up, but VP have been such a problem for them on this map. I mean, it all started with that pistol, obviously, and now it's had to do with rifles. But now we have an aggressive play that's going to be punished. Guardian shuts it down. There will be Taz here to trade, and Guardian finds both of them.
I was nervous when he pulled out that knife, but he still brings it home with the double, and now pushing out. flamie going to be on point. Actually, Zeus coming out first of those apartments. Neo still locking it down, but not for much longer. Guardian getting all 3 and stepping up with the AK when Navi needed the most. byali, though, finally gets Guardian. The 2v4 bomb going to go down. byali finding another kill. He's starting to come online here in the second half. Yeah, it's what, 10 kills, I think, now for this one. But, oh, maybe caught from the side. I think he was spotted by Edward. And yeah, that's it. Oh, Edward doesn't get the shot, though. I don't even know if he connected right there. Tries to throw the gear. Oh, that was a flash he was trying to throw, but byali takes his head off. 2-on-2. And this started as a 2v4 here. Coming in on the retake. Zeus now getting it back in Navi's favor. Time is running out. Pasha, though, does have it. He's going to go for the smoke play. It's not going to work out.
He hit up Sparkles right before that play.
Yeah.
Wow, and yeah, now Navi do secure a round, but that was an extremely expensive round. byali starting to heat up, and that's going to be a huge problem for them. He made that very expensive, getting 3 kills when he probably shouldn't have got 1. And Guardian, obviously the hero, though, managed to get 2 entries. And this has happened before, right? A team has gotten too aggressive when they've had a big lead and gotten punished for it. If they don't give him that if they don't give them those 2 early peaks again, how are Navi going to win a round? Where do they find their opening pick? That's what's going through Navi's mind.
And we can kind of see the effect of all those forces. Look at the money of VP. So many
Virtus.pro,
rounds,
after
but
that
still
streak.
broken. CZ and a 5-7 in some of these locations still going to be very, very deadly. And this time, VP keeping it passive. That's what's been working. But they don't have the counter smokes, Molotovs, and flashes that they were utilizing to shut down what Navi was up to. And still Neo though with the op. That could just be enough. Guardian now trying to come in with one of his own. He's going to be stuck in that smoke and forced to fall back. flamie and Guardian though getting the shots and actually seized in that lurking roll, coming in through the A connector, going to bring down Neo. It's a 4-on-2 once more. Is byali going to have another go, or I think at this point they have to back off and save. Navi right behind them, also in the double digits, and that CT economy. It can be hard to close out on the CT side sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, when the team is running a comeback that has a streak of rounds like that, and the other team is able to buy every single round, they can try so many more things and take so many more risks, and that's been the hardest part for Virtus.pro in this last 2 rounds. Now, they started to heat up, turn up the tempo, turn that into a fast A split where they got one person in connector that was seized, and he was the linchpin of the round because he killed the player who was on the stairs. That player obviously has the ability to look over to ramp if he clears Palace, and if there's someone in Palace, clear him. So now Navi are within 1 of tying it up here in the CEVO Season 7 LAN Finals. And if they win this map, that would be enormous. They're going to go on to Inferno, a map that we kind of feel like they're favored on. And Virtus.pro are starting to have trouble cleaning up here after winning 5 rounds in a row and 4 rounds in a row before that.
I'm interested to see if VP going to try to do anything creative behind the 1M4 of byali. Looks like they're going to try to funnel out of that window. And byali is the one of them. He will find Guardian just like that. And now Edward kind of pinched up here behind this wagon at the top of mid. But there he goes. He'll delete the rifle from the round. And now a sigh of relief probably for Navi.
Wow. Full eco here. No armor on the backs of anyone. Taz goes down in the A side. A few players are getting mowed down. Pass has the last one remaining. P2K in his hands, and he takes a headshot from Edward. 14-14 is your score. We definitely have a game on our hands.
That we do. It's going the full 30. Whether it's going to be a 16-14 either way or OT, we'll find out now. Let's take a look.
Do you see worry in pasha's eyes?
No, he looks actually pretty content.
Pretty content, yeah. No, he's got to be. But here they don't have that op. They don't have that op on Neo. They've only got a few nades. Navi have the advantage on this round, almost certainly. They've won the last 3 rounds. They know how to do it now. Are they in the heads of Virtus.pro?
We will find out. Navi trying to go out towards B this time to start things off. They'll find those smokes. Oh. Guardian going to bring down Neo just like that. That's at the bottom of middle. So Guardian once again finding the opener. Not only, man, he stepped up with the AK Guardian to get them back on this momentum swing here for Navi. Then he picked up the op and did the same thing, finding the first kill now in round 29. Going to get them to match point first, perhaps. We have seen a lot of rounds that have almost slipped away from Navi, though. VP fighting back, you know, 2v4, 2v5 even. This
is really interesting. And whenever Navi are doing something, you know it's completely coordinated. We have C's actually falling back late to the T-spawn. Zeus, the mastermind, in the underpass, is going to be lurking up to sit under the window. He doesn't want to give up this kill. If he dies, it's 4-on-4. It's anyone's game. And now C's can watch his upper rafters as he smokes the window. C's going to be holding an angle on Cat, and they have an A split going on with 1 player in the site. That's Snax.
And a Molotov from C so that byali can't push, but he goes just right through it very, very quickly up into that ladder rim. Oh, there's one in there as well. That was absolutely sick from Navi. Denying that completely. byali at 12 HP because of it. Snax is going to go down. flamie hitting the entry there. Zeus finds his kill onto Taz. 4-on-2 right now. byali super low. Pasha coming in from CT spawn. He's just gonna, is he gonna walk through the smoke? It looks like, yeah, he is on the other side of it, and he's gonna get 2 just like that. He evens it up to the 2-on-2. Seized, takes down byali. He was limping over onto this retake, but Pasha gets that quickly. He needed to find cover and get that reload now on the 1v1. He's going for it, and Pasha gets it with the 4K with time to defuse.
Oh my God.
And you asked me if he looked worried. He looks content, and look at that.
Oh my
and he's getting
God.
the chant from the crowd.
If we just saw the chairs of Navi, they were all jumping out. We got the chat, the chat, the chant IRL and the chat obviously going crazy. What an insane play. Oh my God. Comes out with the double spray down. Takes down Guardian, peeking wide out of out of apps and then sprays down Seas, who's taking the aggressive peek and connector.
I can't handle this.
I can't, yeah. Our little hearts, right?
Yeah.
Navi had the perfect split. They had the site, they had the bomb down.
Did you see those Molotovs?
They had the man advantage. They even put Pasha in a 1v3. C's got his kill at middle too.
Thor's gonna get mad at me for that, but did you see those Molotovs? One onto the catwalk to stop him from getting ladder, then one into the ladder as well to stop him on the rotation. That was cool.
Yeah, he was down to like 2 HP, right?
Yeah, 12 I think, and then he was cleaned up, and then Pasha just was like, whatever that was, man, just flexing those biceps.
That was ridiculous.
And into a bit of a communications problem, I think, and I see headphones off, so let's be a little quiet about the specifics of what's happening.
Yeah, this could be a bad time to lose momentum for sure. Now, VP do have a round to their name. Can't talk too much about anything else.
The map is Mirage.
The map is... Careful here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whoa.
I don't want to give anything away. Inferno is maybe next.
Relax, dude.
Whoa.
Did we do the vetoes yet?
I think we did. All right, well, here we are with nothing to talk about besides how good that was from Pasha.
Yeah. It was a 1v3 4K, right?
Yeah, I think so.
1v3 4K. Noted.
I think it came to the 2v4, 2v5.
Mm-hmm. Is the BenQ best play for the best play or for all the best plays?
I think it's for some of the good plays.
Some good plays.
But that was one of the best plays.
Right, that's true.
One of the BenQ best plays. Guardian and concentration.
Which god does he believe in?
The Op.
That's what I want to know.
The Op god.
Op Medusa.
Is that Chris J?
Praying to Chris.
All right, this is it.
Gotta stay focused. I mean, now the hard part is you just gotta think, like, even if we win this round, we're going to OT, right?
Yeah.
In a situation where it should have never gotten there. They should be the ones fighting to maintain a lead, and it's the Virtus plow peeking their heads up again in the midst of a 3-round streak from Navi.
All right, I see the headphones back on now, so we can't go over this. Seized is going to be down to that Tech 9. We see P90s actually on the side of VP, though. So when it comes down to the actually weaponry in this last round, Navi is going to have that advantage, and we are back into it. So let's go. Round 30, map 4, CEVO finals. $30,000 on the line for first here.
Yeah. Yeah, everything at stake in this round. Virtus.pro could close it out right now. Make it 16-14, go home winners.
And flamie stepping up just like that, but the aggression coming in Taz. The P90s just storming in there. Are they going to keep pushing forward by themselves? I'm happy to see them fall back after finding that initial pick. So right into the 4-on-4 now.
Guardian might find a pick here. Oh, has pressure put on him. Snax is not going to chase that kill,
There's a 1v1 over here. Pasha flashes, and he will not find the kill. Seized. Going to get it. Once again, Navi with the man advantage. Pasha now taken out of the round. Seized over towards B. You can see the bomb making its way back over. Rotations, whoa, it's going to be a long way, actually.
Yeah,
from,
VP are not in great spots right now.
Oh, they are not. byali going to be slowed down, flash to the face as he wants to come through that market.
Now, what is Taz thinking here? He's actually assuming that it might still possibly be an A, but he's going to hear the plant, and that's going to change everything.
Only a kit on Taz. He's still in the A site, and he's done. The kid is over there in A. Surely this is Navi taking it to OT right now. It's a 2v4. Guardian hitting these shots. flamie got the first kill on the round. Guardian maybe going to close it out with this op. Already on a 2K. Snax just going for this retake with the P90. Zeus there is going to fall. Still Snax trying to get in quick with a knife and seized. Brings him down, and we're going to OT in
there
map
you have
4.
It. I couldn't expect less. We are going to OT. Oh, Navi really got to be upset about the fact that they couldn't bring it. They could have sealed it up. They could have sealed it up. But now it's going to end in OT. It actually might not end. If Virtus.pro do come away with this OT, they're obviously going home with the money and the first place status.
So they'll be staying on those same sides going into the first OT. And the rules, to remind anyone, MR3 10K. You'll need 4 rounds here in OT to come away with the victory. 19 is what you're looking for on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Waiting for the players to ready up.
Everyone's still got their headphones on.
Yeah, we should probably check on that. Yeah, it looks like we're good.
Yeah, so I wonder what they're going to carry over. Like, Navi just played out an entire T half, and they got to carry it over into some new strats. Like, if you look at the distribution of rounds, like Navi won a lot of the later rounds, so they might have some mental edge over Virtus.pro in that regard. They even won that last round to bring it to OT, but the thing is that they still have to keep it fresh, and they might not be able to get away with some of the same stuff that they were trying to pull off in regulation. So it's going to be on them to go harder than they did even in regulation, because they put themselves in a position that they're in OT now, and it's going to be on Virtus.pro to kind of anti-read that, to figure out exactly what Navi are thinking, because they have a multitude of plays that they can make. But once you get into OT, like, it's like the strat book goes out the window. It gets simpler and simpler every time. It comes down to spawns. It comes down to opening picks. You know where the spot, every spot that a player is going to play in the site that you're going to. You know what it's going to take to win a round late in the round, and how they're going to respond late in the round. You know, everything gets broken down. It's like watching a demo live, right? And that's going to be their biggest adversary.
And you mentioned how Navi started winning those later rounds. That's probably because of like how rocky was their start, or even mid-half there on the Terra side, where they just had those Tech 9s and 1AK every single round. It was VP taking 6 or 7 in a row, but because it was being so forceful by Navi, it made them pay. And when they finally won that round, it broke VP a bit, and that allowed Navi to make up all of this ground, and probably Navi should have closed it out, but then heroic efforts from Pasha, and here we are at the start of OT1.
OT1 and map 4 OT1. First OT. Have we seen OT? Yeah, we've seen a couple OTs.
Well, we saw between them on Overpass.
Right, between these
earlier
two teams.
series.
Yeah, and then Virtus.pro ended up taking that four rounds straight, right?
Yeah.
To close it out. So I don't think that's any indication of how this map specifically will go, but I also think that Navi have a less likelihood of coming out of this OT ahead. More pressure on them to put together an interesting T-side. Virtus.pro just have to react.
Double ops coming out, so right away there's an adjustment. Something, I guess we saw it a bit earlier on with Neo and Pasha doing that here on this map. I'll see if it'll pay off this time.
That is the other factor in OT. CT sides get even easier with all the money that you need.
Yeah, can't lose 2 in a row though. It proves how expensive that CT side is.
Absolutely.
See a lot of forceful third rounds, last round of the OT half. So taking it slow, 40 seconds already off the clock right now. Everyone spread out to their defaults. It's going to be up to Navi now. Doesn't like the smokes are coming out. Oh, a late one there, but giving Guardian kind of a way to get out onto that balcony. See if that'll come back to haunt them.
Yeah.
As someone's just going to have to step up and hit this entry here for Navi.
Oh, we actually have Neo falling back to CT now in a rotator spot. flamie losing a duel to Snax.
Yeah, Snax not taking a point of damage there. Guardian, though, is going to spot him as he tries to creep back up onto the balcony, so even right back to the 4v4. 30 seconds left, though, and the bomb on where it is now up in Palace. It has to go. Seized, going to find Taz there at the stairs, so he pushes up into that connector, now putting a little extra pressure. The all shot from flamie. But byali with a double right there. 3-on-2 now in favor of the CT's. Time getting very, very low. Zeus finding an entry here now late in the round. Going to bring down Neo even and right back up to the 2-on-2. But Pasha takes down the bomb carrier. That was Zeus. Guardian through the boards there. Almost does connect, but is taken down from byali. Gets the 3K on the round, and they started off strong going into OT.
That's one hell of a good sign for Virtus.pro to win that first round. As you mentioned, you lose 2 in a row. And just to clarify, this is going to be a total of 6 rounds, 3 rounds played on each half. If someone wins the half 3 rounds straight, if they go into the next half, they win a single round, they win OT.
Yeah.
If it goes 3-3, then you go to a second OT. And right now, with Virtus.pro on CT, winning the first round solidifies their economy for the 2 remaining rounds. And also puts them ahead. Amid
aggression, and it's going to be Taz bringing down Guardian. byali controlling that spray, not quite precise enough. Edward finds it, but he was brought down pretty low, and he'll go ahead and take that off from his buddy Guardian. That is now 4-on-4. Some early bloodshed, though, out there in middle.
Yeah, now it's actually a 4-on-4, as you mentioned.
Oh, Neo will miss that.
Seized up here with the bomb. 2 players in mid, top mid. Trying to cross, get some more information. What they want to do with this play is kind of up for question, though. With the bomb up there and the smoking connector, you would imagine they would try to split cap, but they're really in no position to do so. flamie might have to try and lurk up a ramp and explore options for them. Time is ticking down. Navi thrive with the clock low, though.
Yeah, well, look at where the bomb is. It's up there towards the B halls, and they're going for that middle control. At this point, you know, 10 more seconds go off this clock, and they have to go B. And here they go, trying to get up that catwalk. Edward setting up for the pick. Is anyone? No one's even holding that angle, except for Taz on the other side of it, of course. And now he's going to throw that smoke down, saying push through this. Zeus will go up through the ladder room, but he can't really help this effort onto the B side from this position. And, well, I guess he can go around through market. That seems pretty risky. Snax going to find the shot out to flamie over there. Bomb trying to pull it off. Can it come through? It's actually getting through the connector. And Zeus hitting these shots, but there's Neo. Into the shins of Seized is what it looked like. And still needed to get into the bomb site. Taken, I think, they take just 1 damage through there. Getting hit a bit harder. Bomb goes down, but Pasha closes it with the CZ. 2 in a row for VP and OT.
Suddenly in control of this half. Will history repeat itself? Will Virtus.pro get Navi into OT and clear it in 4? They are in a great position to do so. Even though Navi are on the T side, because they lost 2 rounds in a row, there will be someone with a light buy, and that's the man by the name of Guardian.
Turns out it's usually the Opper, yeah. Who, 25 kills for him right there. 25 as well on flamie, and 26 on Seized.
Snax, with all the options in the world, has picked himself up a brand new P90.
Maybe expecting some more pistols. Let's see where he wants to go with this. He's actually... Oh, let's actually check it with Taz first. Once again, pushing up. His support now coming in behind him. Nice flashes and grenades going off in either direction. Taz now going to try to throw a smoke. Maybe deposit someone up here at the boxes in the top of mid. And more flashes. It's got to be very stressful. The dink, though, going to land onto Taz. Another flash for him. Going to blind up those players. Edward fully, but sees there really quick, and then right on back towards Taz, and he will bring him down. So they find that first kill, and that becomes, well, it was Taz just being very aggressive, that's why.
First man of advantage of OT for Navi. Virtus.pro's Neo is going to be falling off. Take a quick peek at Palace. Smoke off connector. This maintains control of mid.
Nice flash, that's going to catch Neo. byali coming, oh, Neo though! With the 5-7, finds the triple headshots. Now 3 on 2, he brings it right back. 40 seconds, flamie though, gonna bring down Pasha, taking him out of CT spawn. Maybe A gonna be a little bit easier to take. Still quite a battle going on towards connector. Nades, Molotovs, byali in jungle. Neo making his way over, still alive somehow. He's picked up the op after the triple, and he hits the shot onto flamie. Now it is Guardian all alone, and he's the man that suffered the most. Just the P250 here. This is a massive round for VP. It means absolutely no mistakes, but look at Guardian. He gets the headshot onto Neo. Can he actually do this? No, byali denies it. VP, the clean sweep onto the CT side here in the first OT.
Wow, yeah, byali just really heating up after having such a big struggle in the first half. Of regulation. Now Virtus.pro 3 in a row on CT side, and as I mentioned, it's only going to be harder and harder for the players on T side to reinvent themselves and try to figure out a way to manufacture a round. Now it's going to be on Virtus.pro to do that, but they have 3 rounds to work with. This could be it.
They could just take 3 very, very different strategies, and I mean, if one of them works, that's it. They take home first place. They've been on point. They could definitely get those entries. It has been a while, though, since they've been on the T side.
Yeah. I think Navi, again, are going to be afforded that advantage by just winning 2 rounds in a row. Very manageable amount.
Yeah.
I mean, this is why we see OTs happen in a row. If you have Navi win 2 rounds, break the economy of Virtus.pro just because they're buying luxury items, Molotovs, ops, and so on, then the third round that they play is going to be just as easy as the one that Virtus.pro won versus them. I mean, obviously we saw Guardian in that 1v2 with the P250. He got 1 kill. He was lucky to get that one. If he had a rifle, I mean, who knows what would happen.
It was, though, in regulation, VP, well, I mean, I guess at the end they did end, of course, getting the same amount of terrorist rounds. But it was VP who were much stronger earlier on in the half on the T side. Like, they had the streaks. It was not quite as consistent for Navi. So maybe you could take that into consideration coming into this second half of the first OT on the 4th map.
We get the ready ups coming through.
Yeah, just one more, and we can kick this off, and there it is. So we are ready to go. Who's feeling it? Who wants Navi to bring it back to OT2? Can I hear from the crowd?
That's for Navi.
That's for Navi.
Okay, we hear you.
We hear you. What about VP? Who wants them to close it out?
Okay, all right, okay.
Very much the crowd favorite.
I'm not allowed to be biased, but they're allowed. Okay.
They're allowed. They're allowed that luxury. Let's see. I just want to see the best CS possible, and I'm going to. Zeus has a Scar 20.
Okay, yeah, no shame. Let's go.
Where's he going to take this? He's actually just posting up CT spawn. He'll be playing there, and it's actually a very heavy, like, middle B. Just the 2-1-2, really.
Wow, yeah, we do actually, because Edward is playing up here with C's, that gives him a huge advantage in defending the site. C's going to be pushing up actually for information, and he might be caught
Grenade not going to quite work out, and here comes the Telegraph. He is just so close though on the other side of the smoke, but he gets caught with the flash out, caught by a flash. He will go down. Taz getting the entry. Now the rotations have to come in. That bomb site, plenty of time as VP went so fast. Edward will even it up. VP got to focus on getting these kills. That Cardiac coming in. byali going to bring down Guardian though. And now the Scar 20, not really the gun you want in this position. He does find one frag, lucky to get the headshot in one, but VP with the 3-on-2 advantage. Now 2-on-2, Edward moving into the site. flamie and him are low, now just flamie in the market. Bomb still not down quite yet. Molotov going in, denying flamie access to that window. Still not quite planting. And I think it's just going to go down now. Yeah, Snax starting to punch in those numbers. And there it is, 35 seconds on the clock. flamie in the 1v2. And he can win $30,000, or extend it for a chance for $30,000 with this, but it's going to be very, very tough. And from bench, Pasha's going to get it. flamie goes down, and VP will take it, 19 to